believe it. Whatever happened to the rest of the year? It went by so fast, I barely did see it. Now I'm calling all angels high, if you are there, help me find the Christmas spirit again. The Christmas spirit again.
We are going to start on our first project. This is going to be that 3-tier pan. So this is going to be just a pizza pan. I got this one at Walmart. You can get yours at the Dollar Tree. My Dollar Tree was out. I got this one is a cake pan and a pie pan. So basically you want one to be a little bit bigger than the other. So basically they can like sit in each other, because you want it to go from large, like medium to small. So these are my pans that I'm using, $1 each. So these pedestals, I was going to use just a piece of wood from the Dollar Tree or candlestick, but I wanted to do something a little bit more rustic. So I found these at Michael's, and I got the name on here. I think they're just called, pedestals. And they were $5.99, but if you use the 40% off, I got both of them for like $6. A paintbrush from the Dollar Tree. I am using the Waverly chalk paint in white. That is the best stuff. And then I have this little craft paint in black, because we are going to make these trays look almost marbled. So that's the goal, or like enameled. So that's the goal. So I'm going to go ahead and start assembling everything. The glue I am going to use is just your good old fashioned crazy glue. I've tried to glue other things on these like aluminum pans and nothing stuck. The only thing that has worked for me is crazy glue. So I'm going to go ahead and just trace out where the pedestals were, and then make sure everything's centered. When you are doing this, guys, you're going to have to get up a couple times and kind of look at it, make sure everything is even, everything is aligned. If you have somebody else there with you, maybe have them take a look. My husband was sitting there, so I had him keep kind of checking to make sure everything looked even. I did assemble everything first, then paint it. I just found that that would work the best. I've tried this project before, and when I did not paint first, it would come off. The stuff would pop off. So what I am doing is just going around with these pedestals and kind of tracing out where the center is, so I know exactly where to glue. And I just did not want them to come out crooked. Like I said, I have tried this before, and it definitely came out crooked. So I'm just trying to cover all my bases. So I'm going to go ahead, just kind of like I said, circle around where everything is going to be glued down at. So for the amount of crazy glue that you're going to use, it's completely up to you. I like to go a little heavy with my glue. That's the way I like it. So I just kind of, made sure all the little areas were covered. Then I stood up and put some pressure down. My husband actually had his battery for his drill on the table, so I just used that, and I used it as a weight for about 30 seconds just to make sure it stuck really well. So you want to put some weight down on it so you know it adheres. And I'm just going to keep on doing it to the rest of these pan dishes. Like I said, you got to kind of look, bend down, kind of, check to make sure everything is even. You do not want them crooked. So this part is completely optional. You do not have to do this. You can leave it just the way it is. But I wanted to be a little extra. I had this little piece of like 7¼ dowel left in the garage, and I picked up this really pretty doorknob, or is it doorknob? Yeah, like drawer knob from Hobby Lobby, and they were on 50% off, so if you guys are looking, and I just put it to the top so it looks like those really fancy ones that you get at Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to go through and just start painting everything. This did require 2 coats of paint, so I'm going to go ahead and put the first one, let it dry, and then I'll come back and then I'll add the second one when it is done. Okay, so here is how it is looking with that first coat of paint. I did make sure I got underneath all the pie dishes, and I made sure I got all up on the little pedestals, so I'm loving it so far. Okay, so we are done with the 2 coats of paint, and now we are on to like the enameling part. So basically what I'm going to do is take a little bit of this craft paint. I put all my stuff on a paper plate because what else do you do? I wish I had a smaller brush, but I don't. This is the brush I had. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to go around the edges of the metal pans. You see how I'm doing that, and I'm just putting a little bit of a coat on there, just going around the edges so it looks enameled and it looks kind of old and it looks like it's worth some money. But we both know that we got all this stuff from the Dollar Tree, and people are gonna be like, oh, where'd you get it? You're gonna say, oh, I got it from a craft fair, and they're gonna think like you spent a ton of money, but you really didn't. So anyways, I'm just kind of going around the edges, doing a really thin line. You don't want to go really, really crazy, but I ended up, just like I said, around the edges, a little bit on the edge on the inside, and then I kind of went around and added little like black like smudges to make it look like it's chipped as well, to give it a really old weathered look. And I absolutely love how this came out. I cannot even tell you guys how long I've been debating on getting one from Hobby Lobby, but I was like, I don't want to spend this much. What if they fade out? And I really just wanted it for decoration. So I made one and I love it. Okay, so here is the finished product. Like I said, I just did real easy, real simple stuff. I was kind of here like, should I add more? And I was like, you know what? Less is more. Just leave it alone. So yeah, here is the finished product. Oh, this camera, girl, come on. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Would you guys have just left it white? Like I said, I wanted to do something a little bit different, a little out of the ordinary, but fits my motif, I guess, in my house. And here is the finished product. This is everything on here I have had. So the believe sign, all those little picks and stuff. The picks are from Hobby Lobby last year. I think everything is from Hobby Lobby last year. Except for this plate I found at the Dollar Tree yesterday. Wait till you guys see it. You're going to love it. So if you guys are at the Dollar Tree, look for it. I just stumbled across it. So this is project number 1. I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and use these plaid scarves you guys see me haul in my Dollar Tree haul. These are just a woman's scarf from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use these and make pillows with them. So for my seams, I'm going to go ahead and just use a hot glue gun. I did try to do it with this liquid stitch. I've used it before when I did some curtains, but for some reason it just was not heating up and it wasn't working. So we're skipping the liquid stitch. And for my filling, I went ahead and bought a little cheapy $2 pillow from Walmart. This will give me a couple pillows as opposed to going to the craft shop and buying one of those expensive ones. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to start cutting up and we'll do it together. So basically what I'm going to do is just kind of make sure the ends are, end to end and they're even, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this fringe off. I'm going to make 2 pillows out of this scarf, and then I'll also have 1 pillow out of a whole scarf so you guys can kind of see the length difference. So, and then I'm just going to start going ahead and gluing the seams together, but you can see I'm make sure I got enough for 2 pillows, make sure they're the same size, and then I'm just get to cutting and get to gluing and get to stuffing. And it's just, this is probably the easiest of the projects. All you need is the pillow filling, the fleece, and some hot glue, and girl, you got yourself some pillows. I have seen people doing these with the dollar store placemats as well, so if you guys can't find these scarves, maybe check out the placemats and see if you guys like those. That's a good option as well. Okay, so I am just cutting off the edge of this pillow, and I'm going to go ahead and stick my hand in there and just start pulling out the insides. It's really a trial and error method on actually how much fluff to put in there. Just kind of see what you like. These first two pillows, I feel like I could have added more, and then my last one I thought was pretty good. So it's just, you know, a learning or curve or whatever they call it. So just stuff it in there and then just seal it on up, girl. So what I did here was, you have a choice. You can leave them plain if you would like. I took those little fabric Dollar Tree ornaments that you guys have seen me haul in that Dollar Tree haul, and I just glued them on there just to add a little something extra. Are these things probably going to last till next year? No, probably not. If they do, then it's a win, but they're only a few bucks, and they just add a little extra decoration to the sofa. It's not like a huge difference, but it just brings kind of the whole patterns, and I don't know, I think they're really festive and cute, so I like them. For our final project is a 3 foot Christmas tree. It's just like one of those ones that you can put like at your door or something. Everybody's buying them up from Walmart, and I figured, why buy them for 25 bucks when you can make them for only a few? So what I have here is those two little 18-inch trees from the Dollar Tree. A few of those, it's actually a packet of those, just the greenery that you can add on to the tree to make it look a little bit more bulky because they are kind of stingy looking. Some pipe cleaner. This is just a little tool of my husband's. I don't even, it's like a wire cutter or something, and some glue. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out one of these little trees once I get it out of the box, and I am going to take one end, like the top to one side of the tree, and I'm going to connect it to the bottom of the other tree. That way we're going to be able to stack it and make it taller. How I'm going to do that is, you guys are going to see, I'm going to take the tinsel, or the what do they call it, pipe cleaner, and I'm going to kind of wrap a bunch together. I think it's about 6 of them, to make it kind of thick and use it as a guide to adhere the two trees. And I'm also going to crazy glue the hell out of it so it will not move, but I'll show you. Stay tuned, baby, it's coming. Okay, so now you can see I'm twisting off the bottom. I'm taking off some of this little like thread or whatever, and I'm gonna see how much I have to cut to kind of put these two together. So you can kind of see these are where I'm connecting the two ends. So I kind of figure out, hey, I'm gonna go right about here. I'm gonna take Leo's little tool and I'm gonna start cutting stuff up, and we're going to be super creative. And you know, look at Benny. Benny's even watching in the background. He's so proud of his mom. All right, so I chose the place where I want to cut. I made the cut, and then I'm actually taking that tool as well because it kind of pinches it. So I'm just going to go ahead and, oh, look, I'm cutting it. You see? Cut, cut, cut. And then I'm going to take that tool and kind of reopen it because it pinches it a little bit, and we don't want that. I feel like I'm totally a boss, like using all these tools, even though it's just a wire cutter. Like my dad would be really proud of me. So let's show you how we're going to do it. I'm actually going to put these legs on the tree just to use it because it's like kind of all over the place, but you don't need to do that if you don't want to. Okay, so I'm taking my pipe cleaners. You don't have to use this. You can use whatever you can find. I'm sure I probably could have had Leo find something in the garage, but I was just trying to be an independent woman. So there's the little hole in there, and I'm just going to go ahead. You'll see me. You kind of really have to twist it to make it fit, but you want to, like I said, use it as a guide for your two trees to adhere. And then, because you don't want it to be like real flimsy, the top part kind of, you know, flopping all around. You want to really give it some type of stability, and that's what these pipe cleaners are going to provide. Again, you don't have to use pipe cleaners. I'm sure you guys can find something at your house, but this is what I found, and I was trying to be, you know, like a boss babe right here. I did put a little bit of crazy glue on those pipe cleaners, and I'm just sliding the tree down and I'm holding it. And then I'm also going to take the crazy glue. I'm like all about the crazy glue. Crazy glue needs to sponsor your girl, okay? Anyways, and I just crazy glued around the edges, and then I'm going to hold it just for it to dry. And I think I even blow on it for a little bit. All right, so it's stuck together. I'm going to start, you know, like defluffing everything. Guys, so we're going to add these little things to bulk it up, you know. Is it a little rickety? Yeah. This is a Dollar Tree DIY. I mean, if you want to pay a little bit extra, you get a little bit better of a quality. But I was able to pick this sucker up and move it from one table to the other, and it stayed together. Look, I'm showing you. See? No worries. Crazy glue fixes everything. So, yeah, we're going to take down, we're going to, you know, fluff this little tree. We're going to add the little extras to make it not look like a Charlie Brown tree. And, yeah. Okay, now that the tree is all fluffed, we're going to put it in a little stand. This stand I had since last year. It's just a little galvanized bucket, and I put some of that like foam filler, the floral filler or whatever, and I'm going to take the bottom off along with that little bracket, and I'm just going to, see, I was trying to stick it in with that piece on there and it didn't work. But when I took the bracket off in the middle and I just went ahead and used the metal rod, I stuck it straight down and it was fine. I did crazy glue, no, I tried to crazy glue it and it didn't stick. Crazy glue did fail me here, but I went back and hot glued that like foam thing, and it stuck just fine. So also, if you guys wanted, you can totally flock this tree. I know flocking is huge right now. I don't flock my trees because none of my trees are flocked, so it look kind of weird. But you can totally spray paint it. You can paint it with the leaves a little bit of white paint, or there's tons of flocking videos. But flocking would look really nice as well. Okay, the best part. So I'm going to start decorating the tree. I was initially going to use the lights I went ahead and purchased from the Dollar Tree. I showed those in the haul. But if this was just a small tree, it probably would have been okay. But I would have had to use like 2, probably 3 sets of lights. And all those battery packs, they would have looked kind of ridiculous. So I have these lights. I bought them in a set from Costco last year. I love them, and I think I only paid for, I think there was a 4-pack and I paid $8, and they come in different modes and they're just really great. I really love them. So I'm going to go ahead and just lace the lights around here. I am also going to use the red bows that you see Becky playing with back there, and those little bells that I also found at the Dollar Tree. And yeah, So that's pretty much the way I'm decorating it. I did go ahead and make a bow for the tree top as well, which I'm going to show. But yeah, let's decorate our little tree. Okay, so I'm just going to fly through this decorating, putting stuff here and there. I did actually end up adding a ribbon that I found in like my whole Christmas box downstairs, and yeah, so I went ahead and did that. I hope you guys really loved these videos. This project took me a few days, but they came out so great, and they were really a huge money saver for me. And I just wanted to remind you guys that you guys could have the best decorations. It does take a little bit of time and effort, but they are yours. And my girls loved watching me put all this stuff together, and you could see Becky always helps. So that was really fun, and it just really can be unique to your own personal theme to Christmas. So I'm going to go ahead right now and also show you the bow I made. These are all bows from the Dollar Tree with a Dollar Tree ornament in the middle. So I hope you guys like that. And the tree will pop up at the end. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you guys. And yeah, so let me know how you guys are doing with your decor. And if you're going to say it's too early, I actually just read a study that says people who decorate for Christmas earlier tend to be the more happier of the people. So I'm here just promoting happiness. I will see you on the next video. And thank you guys so much. Take it easy, guys.
It's December again. I can't believe